So, it's come to this. I always knew you couldn't cut it with the big leagues. You were always one chicken short of a full bucket, Mr. White.
No, Gus. I've always been one step ahead of you. You've only been able to see one end of the tender. But I see the whole tender. I am the whole tender. And I have you right where I want you.
And where, pray tell, is that?
At an epic chess showdown. We're going to settle this like true men in a game of chess. Winner is ruler of the empire. Loser is asphyxiated by chicken legs.
Very well. If this is how you want to settle this, then I accept the terms of this agreement.
Given my name, it's only fair that I play as white. Now go my pawn, advance to e4.
What do you expect to happen here, Walter? Do you think I will back down because of your knowledge of chess squares? My pawns will match you and then some. Go pawn to d5.
You're a fool, Gus. I knew your ego would have you challenge my pawn. And now it's mine for the taking. Swallow his pawn whole.
You poor fool. You really thought this game was your idea? You really thought you were ahead of me? Everything from your birth to your choice of game to your every move has been under my control. Now my queen is free to ravage your position.
You've played your hand too soon, Gus. Now my pieces will attack your queen. Go my knight to c3. Now what will you—
Queen, return home until I need you next.
Well, I didn't think you would do that, but now the board is all mine. Knight g1. Jump onto the battlefield.
You're not the only one who knows how the knight moves. My knight will also advance to c6.
Bishop, attack his knight.
Do you think this scares me? Bishop, protect the knight.
It seems we are at a standstill. Well, let me get my king to safety then. Castle now.
Pawn advance.
Gus, you fool. You really sent your pawn to be slaughtered. Knight, capture his pawn.
Knight, capture his knight.
Bishop, take his bishop.
Queen, advance and fry his bishop.
Pawn, attack his knight.
Your attacks are meaningless, Walter. I will simply move my knight out of the way.
Oh, but there will be consequences. Now your king is open to being checked by my rook.
My bishop will defend the king, and your attack becomes as useless as your wife.
Leave Hank out of this.
Hank? I was talking about Skylar.
Sky. Oh, yes, my wife. That's what I meant to say, Skylar. Yes, she's my wife.
I do not normally say this, but are you good, bro?
Better than your pieces will be after my pawn on b2 advances 2 squares.
What a useless move. It isn't even worth acknowledging. I will simply move my queen to a more advantageous position.
You're a bigger fool than I thought, Gus. Don't you realize? With every move, the chessboard changes, and I have been slowly molding it to suit my needs. My pawn on h4 will advance 1 more square and trap your knight.
Are your glasses simply decor? My knight is not trapped. Jump to safety on h4 now.
But what about your queen? Pawn, attack his queen.
It seems you've got me. My queen has nowhere left to go. Instead, I will try to move my king to a safer location by castling.
This game, this empire is mine. Pawn, capture his queen.
Did you think my last move was a sign of weakness? Mr. White, you must pay more attention to the board. By castling, my rook is in the perfect position to capture your queen.
So what? Now your rook is mine.
And your precious pawn is mine.
And what about your knight on h4? Did you think it was safe there? Pawn g2 advance and teach that knight to stay out of my territory.
Knight, retreat.
My pawn will chase you down to the ends of the board.
Your pawn is like a dog biting every owner it has, and it must be put down. Knight go to h6 and counterattack his pawn.
No, not like this. Pawn f2, advance to defend your brother.
Your pawns keep fighting me, but I am stronger. The merciful thing would be to kill them all. I am not a man of mercy. Pawn g7, advance 2 squares.
Who do you think you're talking to right now? A pawn gets en passant, and you think that's my pawn. Oh, Gus, my pawn is the one who en passant. Pawn h5, capture his pawn.
You have started a war, Walter. I hope you are ready to finish it. Pawn h7, recapture.
Damn it, I need more troops. I too advance and free the rook.
Bishop, be useful and check his king.
My king will move to safety on h1.
Tell me, Walt, do you like your pawn on g4?
Not any more or less than any other pawn. Why?
Because I am going to kill it now.
What? No, you can't kill it. You know I'll simply take your knight. That's not an even trade.
I decide what is even and what is not. I decide what pawns live and what pawns die. Go knight, and that is check.
Damn, you got me. King, move to safety on g2.
Your king will never be safe. Rook, check him again, and again discovered check by my bishop. You see it, don't you, Walter? Knight check. Knight, capture his pawn and deliver the penultimate blow.
No, I won't let it end like this.
Go on, Walt. Move your king to f1, your only move. so that my rook can move to f2 and checkmate you. You have no cards left to play, Walter, no moves to make.
I always have a move.
What's that sound?
I won.